Hello, I'm Necro, and today I'm going to be taking you through the Seeds and Adventurer's Tome items of Wavestrand Port. I'm also going to be wrapping up East Lutera with this video, so stick around for a couple of tips at the end. Naturally, we'll be starting out at the Wavestrand Port Triport. From right beside the Triport, if you look to your northwest, there's going to be our first Makoko seed. Now we're going to run left of the Triport, running up these stairs to right here. Behind this chain fence, we're going to find another seed. Now we'll head down these stairs beside of the Triport and enter this building right here that's marked Tavern on the map. We'll talk to Puego the bartender and click on the Ingredients tab. You'll see he sells gelato for 30k silver. We'll buy one, and don't use it just yet because we're going to need it to craft something else back at Lutera Castle. And right outside the tavern you'll see this covered wagon. If you check right behind it, we're going to find ourselves another seed. Now run north a little bit to about right here. You'll see some robots cutting fish, and underneath of this robot in the back is another seed. Then you'll run up 2 sets of stairs up to the 3rd tier, and here underneath of this parasol, we're going to find another seed. And from this seed we're going to run north just a little bit, climb up 1 more set of stairs, and behind this fountain right here we're going to find our last Makoko seed of Wavestrand Port. Now we'll make our way into Moronto's Manor, where if we check in the back left corner, we can find an Investigate pop up. This will give us our last hidden story, Noble Life. With all the collectibles out of the way, I want to briefly mention the 2 Rapport NPCs. We have Neria and Cows, which is the more important of the 2, specifically if you're looking to build out your S-Stock ship, which is the best all-rounder ship in the game. At Trusted Rapport, he'll give you an epic version of himself to equip to your S-Stock. He is one of the best sailors to have because with an optimal setup, he will help you hit certain resistance thresholds. And it is a very reliable setup, all things considered, giving you a lot of speed and resistances for comparatively cheap to the other ships. I'll be adding a couple more notes about these 2 in the description for whenever you decide you want to work on them. Now that we've met all 8 of the Rapport NPCs, you may be thinking that this is an awful lot of NPCs to have to gain the Rapport for to max out the Adventurer's Tome, and you would be absolutely right. In each of the major cities, there's going to be an NPC named Nada, who you can exchange these Providence Stones for Rapport items. So as you can see here, this one in Lutera Castle sells all of the chests from Rithramus all the way through to East Lutera, and again as Rapport chest. Each of these chests will have a chance that you can obtain one of the items listed. Each of them will have a legendary and a bunch of purples. Now I've never spent any of my Providence Stones, and I've amassed 106,000 of them. And at 2,500 a pop, that's going to get me about 40 of these chests, which is almost equal to the amount we've gotten through login rewards and other such events. So the only advice that I can really give, besides actually spending these and having a chance at getting some items that will increase the rapport with some of the NPCs you actually want to increase rapport with, is to buy the ones that give you the items for NPCs that you haven't actually maxed out yet. So for example, if you look at the Fancier Bouquet here, this would give a rapport bonus to Lutera Castle's Neria by 150. So if I had Lutera Castle Neria maxed out, I wouldn't buy this Rithramus rapport chest with my Providence Stones, because if it gave me a Fancier Bouquet, I would essentially be wasting that 150 rapport. And if on average we say we get about 10 Fancier Bouquets, that would be about 1,500 rapport wasted. So yeah, I just recommend buying the ones for the NPCs that you don't have maxed out. Specifically, if there's one that you really want to get, like maybe you want to max out Calabasas and Thirain, this West Lutera rapport chest will be great for you. But as precaution before you spend all of your Providence Stones, do be aware that there are skins you can buy if that's more your fancy. To finish out East Lutera, we're going to need a couple of things, specifically the T-bone steak here and the fully melted gelato. To do so, we're going to have to seek out the 2 wandering merchants that frequent East Lutera. Here you can see in the Diorica Plains, I found Morris, so once you find him, you're going to have to buy the dry aged meat, and this will be used in the Thirain T-bone steak. He sells it for 777 silver, so once you find him, we're going to buy it. The trick then is to find him, so I'm going to show you all 3 of the locations that Morris himself can spawn. Those locations are going to be here, at the Diorica Plains, north of the Bishu Manor Triport, here in Sunbright Hill, east of the Pumpkin Farm Triport and just north of the Repairer, and here in the Flowering Orchard, north of the Dayer Village Triport and just at the village's entrance. And here at the Croconus Seashore, we have found Bert, He's carrying the hot chocolate coffee that we need to be able to finish our gelato recipe. With 8k silver in hand, go ahead and buy one. This particular spawn on the Crocona seashore is at the Crocona's fishing village. Fastest way to get here is through Wavestrand port, because all you have to do is run through the exit, and you're basically here. For other places you can find Bird, he actually has a second spawn at the Crocona's seashore, right here above the Black Fox assembly area. Here at Leyar Terrace, Tamir Village at the southern half of the map. Here at Boria's domain, just to the left of the Boria Castle Triport. Or here in the Black Rose Chapel, just east of the Styxia Village Triport, right here. These guys both spawn on fixed timers, so I'll leave the schedule that they appear in the description. And if you really want to go hard on rapport, you may have noticed these wandering merchants also usually carry rapport items. Buy these up if you have the silver to spare, because they will make your rapport grind a lot more bearable. And once we've got both of those items from the wandering merchants, we're going to come to hide here in Lutera Castle and have him craft both the melting gelato and the Thirain T-bone steak. Don't eat the gelato just yet. It has to wait 5 minutes before the melting gelato turns into the fully melted gelato. And once it turns into the legendary fully melted gelato, go ahead and pop that into your Adventurer's Tome. We'll do the same with the steak. And the final thing I wanted to mention is that in my Leyar Terrace video, I forgot to mention the final Another Story lesson engraved on the bone. If you come to specifically here in Tamir Village in the Leyar Terrace map, to about right here, you're going to see on these wooden boards there's a hidden quest marker. If you pick it up, this will start a 5 quest chain that will eventually lead you to being able to get this lesson engraved on the bone. Sorry for any confusion that's caused so far. I tried to fix it in the comments, but I know that not everybody reads those, so I hope that this is helpful for anybody who missed it. And that'll wrap up Wavestrand Port and East Lutera. If this video helped you at all, please consider leaving me a like, it would mean so much. Subscribe if you'd like to see the rest of the series, the rest of which I'm undecided on, so in the comments, if you'd like me to do a specific continent or Adventurer's Tome, please let me know. Then also let me know if there's anything I can help you with, or if there's anything you'd like me to change with these videos. So yep, until the next one, see ya!